Grandma's Korean Class, Part 2, Day 9, Verb Conjugations for Sentence Endings. Sentence endings are very important and very sensitive factor in Korean. There is a certain formality of speech in Korean. Therefore, when you talk to a Korean, you have to use appropriate endings not to hurt the listener's feelings and also not to lose your face. It may take time for you to understand the structure of Korean society. So it is always safe for the foreigners to use polite or honorific language forms to a person who you do not know except the children. Fundamentally, there are 5 major sentence endings. 1. Formal polite sentence ending. 2. Informal polite sentence ending. 3. Formal honorific sentence ending. 4. Informal honorific sentence ending. And 5. Blunt, or sometimes it is called intimate sentence ending. We will start with polite endings. Polite endings are used between friends, but not very close friends, or certain acquaintances, co-workers, and strangers except children, and so forth. The polite endings can be used safely in any situation unless there is a special need to show respect. You will gradually learn which endings are best to use. Learning foreign language is partly learning the culture of the country. Therefore, using appropriate ending is very important. The basic rules of verb conjugation is the verb is always introduced with the ta, which means dictionary form. For examples, the verb 가다, to go, is a dictionary form, and you drop 다 from 가다, the remaining part 가 is the verb stem. The verb 오다, to come, that is dictionary form, but you drop 다, the remaining 오 is verb stem. 마시다, to drink, is dictionary form, and 마시 is verb stem. 공부하다, to study, is dictionary form, and 공부하 becomes verb stem. And 먹다, to eat, that is dictionary form, and 먹 is verb stem. So when you're conjugating verbs, use verb stem only. To go 가, to come 오, to drink 마시, and to study 공부하, and to eat 먹. Those are the verb stems. Declarative and interrogative sentence endings are not much different. So we will learn both endings together. You will learn them without any difficulty. If the verb stem ends in a vowel, like 가, 오, 마시, 하, for declarative sentence endings, verb stem plus 읍니다, like 갑니다, 옵니다, 마십니다, 말합니다. Again, 갑니다, I go, you go, he goes. 옵니다, I come, you come, he comes. 마십니다, I drink, you drink, he drinks. 말합니다, I speak, you speak, he speaks. No difference between first person, second person, and third person. Question form is simply change 다 into 까. So 갑니까? Do you go? Do I go? Does he go? 옵니까? Do you come? Does he come? Whatever comes. 마십니까? Do you drink? Does he drink? 말합니까? Do you speak? Does he speak? Example sentences. 어디 갑니까? Where are you going? 어디 갑니까? 집에 갑니다. I'm going home. 집에 갑니다. 집에 갑니다. 누가 옵니까? Who's coming? 누가 옵니까? 친구가 옵니다. My friend is coming. 친구가 옵니다. 무엇을 마십니까? And shortly, 뭘 마십니까? What are you drinking? 뭘 마십니까? 커피를 마십니다. I'm drinking coffee. 커피를 마십니다. 한국말 합니까? Do you speak Korean? 한국말 합니까? 네, 한국말 합니다. 네, 한국말 합니다. I speak Korean. But if the verb stem ends in a consonant, like 먹, eat, then for declarative sentence endings, verb stem plus 씁니다. For example, 먹습니다. I eat, you eat, he eats. 먹습니다. To read, 읽습니다. I read, you read, he reads. 읽습니다. 있습니다 has two meanings. There is, something exists, and I do have. So 있습니다, there is. I have, he has. 없습니다, opposite meaning. I don't have, there isn't, he doesn't. And for interrogative sentence endings, verb stem plus 씁니까, 씁니까. Simply change the word 씁니다 into 씁니까. So, 먹습니까? Do you eat? 먹습니까? 읽습니까? Do you read? 읽습니까? 있습니까? Is there? Do you have? 있습니까? 없습니까? Isn't there? Don't you have? Doesn't he have? 없습니까? Now let's practice both endings. For questions, 까, and for answers, 다. So, 무엇을 읽습니까? What are you reading? 무엇을 읽습니까? 잡지를 읽습니다. I'm reading magazine. 잡지를 읽습니다. 무엇을 먹습니까? 무엇을 먹습니까? 햄버거를 먹습니다. 햄버거를 먹습니다. Number 3. 차가 있습니까? 차가 있습니까? 네, 차가 있습니다. 네, 차가 있습니다. Number 4. 차가 어디에 있습니까? 차가 어디에 있습니까? For answer, 주차장에 있습니다. It's at a parking lot. 주차장에 있습니다. Now, how do you say following Korean expressions in English? 1번, 무엇을 먹습니까? 2번, 햄버거 먹습니다. 3번, 한글을 읽습니까? 4번, 네, 한글을 읽습니다. 5번, 차가 있습니까? 6번, 네, 차가 있습니다. 7번, 누가 옵니까? 8번, 제 친구가 옵니다. 9번, 한국말 공부합니까? 10번, 네, 한국말 공부합니다. 11번, 커피 마십니까? 12번, 네, 커피 마십니다. Now, practice say followings in Korean. 1번 What are you eating? 2번 I'm eating hamburger. 3번 Do you read 한글? 4번 Yes, I read 한글. 5번 Do you have a car? 6번 Yes, I have a car. 7번 Who's coming? 8번 My friend is coming. 9번 Are you studying Korean? 10번 Yes, I'm studying Korean. 11번 Are you drinking coffee? 12번 Yes, I'm drinking coffee. Now, let's learn some useful expressions. 1번 만나서 반갑습니다. 만나서 반갑습니다. 2번 성함이 어떻게 되십니까? 성함이 어떻게 되십니까? 3번 제 이름은 자넷입니다. 제 이름은 자넷입니다. 4번 어느 나라 사람입니까? 어느 나라 사람입니까? 5번 독일에서 왔습니다. 5와 독일 사람입니다. 독일 사람입니다. In the next lesson, we will practice informal polite endings. See you then. Bye bye.